Sai Ram, we will now continue chapter 9 of the Sai Satcharitra. The necessity of mendicancy. Now to return to the question of mendicancy. A question may arise in the minds of some that if Baba was such a great personage God manifest, why would he have taken recourse to a begging bowl throughout his life? This question may be considered and replied from two standpoints. Who are the people who have a right to live by a begging bowl? Our Shastras say that those persons who, after getting rid of or becoming free from the main three desires, which is for progeny, for wealth, for fame, and accept sannyas, are fit persons to live by begging alms. They cannot make cooking arrangements and dine at their home. The duty of feeding them is laid on the shoulders of householders. Sai Baba was neither a householder nor vanaprasth. He was a celibate sannyasi, i.e., sannyasi from boyhood. His firm conviction was that the universe was his home, he was the Lord Vasudev, the supporter of the universe, and the imperishable Brahma. So, he had full right to take recourse to begging. 2. Now, from the standpoint of Panchasuna, 5 sins and their atonement. We all know that in order to prepare foodstuffs and meals, the householders have to go through 5 actions or processes, which are pounding, grinding, washing pots, sweeping and cleaning, and lighting hearths. These processes involve destruction of a lot of small insects and creatures, and thus the householders incur sin. In order to atone for his sins, our Shastras prescribe 6 kinds of sacrifices. 1. Brahma Yagna. 2. Veda Dhyan, which is offering to Brahmins or the study of the Vedas. 3. Pitri Yagna, which is offering to the ancestors. 4. Dev Yagna, which is offering to the gods. Bhuta Yagna, which is offering to the beings. And last being Manushya Atithi Yagna, which is offering to men and uninvited guests. If these sacrifices enjoined by the Shastras are duly performed, the purification of their minds is effected, and this helps to get knowledge and self realization. Baba, in going from house to house, reminded the inmates of their sacred duty. And fortunate were the people who got the lesson at their homes from Baba. Sai Ram. We will take on the next story in the next video. The lesson we understand perhaps from this story is the difference between a sannyasi who begs for food and a beggar. From the difference that Baba has shown, that our Shastras are very clear about the levels at which you have to be to beg for food and alms. And that is critical in understanding that sannyasis are not beggars. They should not be looked down upon or as a burden at all. They are on a certain path, and it is the duty of householders to support them. And India is very blessed in that way, that India has a culture of supporting people who take on the spiritual path, the religious path, the path to moksha, the path to liberation. And it is a great practice and culture that has continued to a large extent even now. It is also important to note, though it is given in a very quick, brief way, that Baba is very clearly identified here as Vasudev, as God Almighty Himself. So everything belongs to Him already. So, in many ways, Baba is just taking what is His already. And we are the ones who are lucky to participate in it in a very small but beautiful way. That is how I look at it as a layperson, as a normal human being. We will continue this chapter in the next video. Sai Ram.